in the league. There's so much turnover of big players at big clubs. Where is that going to come from? That challenge?
That is the biggest asset Arsenal have. Is that I think they're well out there ahead at this moment in time. And I look at City. I think if they'd have kept Rodri, I was really shocked at Rodri being let go. Just the impact of that in the dressing room, the impact of that on Maresca settling into the club, and the fact that they've got to win a title back, I was really, really surprised. I know it's 60-odd million, I know it's 30, I know it's a good price for someone who's got a year left, but the impact of that guy leaving and the quality that he has. So for me, City put themselves in a very difficult position.
And no Silva, of course, either.
Well, with him leaving. So we are moving towards a little bit Chelsea. You know, you are. I mean, it's a mad one, really.
One game a week?
Yeah, Manchester United, I would say next. And then the Liverpool probably. I'm struggling a little bit with Liverpool at the moment. I'm not quite sure. They do need players. So yeah, I think it would be Chelsea and United for me right now if I was looking at it. That the player that would be the strongest squads after City as well. But I'm really not convinced by anybody to challenge Arsenal. I'm not.
Yeah, I agree. I think the big thing why most people are saying Arsenal favourites again is because, as I said, you can't really make a case for anybody else. I wouldn't get too carried away with City because of the Charity Shield, the Community Shield game. You know, they've still got Haaland up front. They've still got a decent goalkeeper. They've still got really good centre-backs as well. I think they'll add in midfield, but I don't think they'll have enough for the title. I think the reason we're saying Chelsea is only because of no European football. And you see Manchester United last season as well. I'm not saying they were in the title running, but to think they finished third in the end, no one would have believed that at the start of the season. The reason it happened is because they didn't play too many games.
Because they were the third best team.
Yeah, of course. But,
you're doing a bit of limbering up there as well. Listen, before we go, let's have a word on Coventry tonight. What can we expect? Frank Lampard's talked about playing without fear, no regrets, play the way that they did last year, 97 goals. Is that going to be enough for them, do you think? Of all the promoted sides, are they the ones that have got the best chance of staying up?
Well, they brought 9 players in. Look, the template of staying in this league was set by, I think, Leeds and by Sunderland last year, being just more physical and be able to compete. People talk about the Premier League and the quality of the Premier League and difference between the Championship and the Premier League. But it's the physicality of the players in the Premier League. We were talking about this the other day. Every player seems like they're a giant now. And look, I think Coventry have probably got the best chance out of the 3 teams that have come up, and I'm really excited to watch them tonight. But they're going to need to physically be able to compete. And tonight, it's not a free hit for them, because what you don't want to do tonight is go and get beat 3 or 4-0. But they've got to go out tonight and compete with the most physical team and best defensive team in the league.
I think 6 of their 8 new signings are well over 6 foot. I mean, that tells you about how they're going about it, doesn't it?
Well, that's when you look at Leeds last season, that's what they did. But you said about them scoring 97 goals last season. And that's the conundrum for any team coming into the Premier League or going up a division. You're used to dominate the ball, you're used to scoring goals, you're used to being on top, and it's going to flip, and it's how you handle that. So it's always trying to get that balance right between not losing what you've had the season before, but you have to adapt, you have to be a little bit different. And as I said, we can probably see that in some of the signings that Frank's made.
Excited, ready to go?
No, I really am. Looking after a World Cup, and sometimes there's a little bit of a hangover, but I just think the intrigue this year in the Premier League is the new managers, the fact that you don't know what's going to happen with some of the top teams. There's been a lot of change at the topping clubs in terms of the managers, but also change with a lot of the signings. So, yeah, that's the anticipation, the excitement, the intrigue. I think a lot of teams will beat each other, and I think it's going to be good.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, both of you.